We should really leave. Cause I can't stay here. Surrounded by stars, spilling their beers. Let's picture a moment far into the night, where we take off our clothes, smoke whatever's inside. It's the little things. It's the little things. It's the little. Laying flat in the grass, on a warm spring night, singing Abbott and C, with a bottle of wine, and we're getting close to that beautiful shine, where you touch my neck and we go inside. It's the little things. It's the little things. It's the little. It's the little things. It's the little things. It's the little.
I've been with Matthew and the Arrogant Sea. I started Matthew and the Arrogant Sea in 2000, and we've had multiple lineups. I always treated it like it was a collective. That was kind of my intention, was it was an ever-evolving cast. When it came to this point, I had released a couple records, and I wanted to reinvent the wheel once again. And so I wanted to approach it in a unique way. After having met my drummer at that point, I knew like we were going to make some really great music together, me and Mr. Hughes here, and we have. I decided it was time to approach it in a really weird way, and so I put out a Craigslist ad. And I got many responses and met with many people. When I met with this guy over here, I was convinced it was.
Oh, it's weird.
Why don't you tell him about that meeting? Yeah, let's talk about that.
It was like a first date, like an internet date. I've never done a lot of internet dating, so we hung out, had a beer, talked music, and then we decided to like get together in a rehearsal space and bang out some music. And We've been doing it for 4.5, 5 years now.
Yeah. And I met Tony the same way, actually. And he kind of came in shortly after I had tried out a few other people. And it just... I mean, why don't you talk about the first time you met and played with us?
Well, the first time I met Matthew, I was like, well, this guy's a flake. But it's like, what kind of flake is he? And then I was talking to my brother-in-law about it, and he's like, well, yeah, all frontmen are flakes. It's just like, what kind are they? This is why I shouldn't do interviews.
Yeah.
And I will gracefully bow out now.
No, continue, please. Continue, please.
I believe his quote was something along the lines of, he's weird, but is he weird in a good way or a bad way? And it turns on, I don't know, I'm still here 4 years later. Yeah. So I guess...
Weird enough.
I mean, yeah, just weird enough. Not too weird for my mom.
Your mom does like me.
She did ask me one time, she said, Tony, is that Matthew weird? And I said, yes. He's weird. We're all weird. Well, you're not weird. And I said, Mom, I'm a little weird. Well, I don't think you're weird.
Spell lots of things with my name if you want to. Just don't move the T's out the way or I'll push you. You could write a novella or start your own traveling show where the audience acts out the feelings we tried to emote, and to drama, watching it all unfold, and to laughter long before we tell the joke. You could sound out the letters you think if you want to. Jot down every childish thing if that pleases you. But in the moment you realize you've gone too far, and they're all there scratching their heads like they haven't before. And to drama, watching it all unfold, and to laughter long before we tell the joke. There's nothing to it, life at the traveling show. There's nothing to it, watching it all unfold. Jot down every childish thing if that pleases you. moment you realize you've gone too far. They all stand there scratching their heads like they haven't before. And to drama, watching it all unfold. And to laughter, long before we tell the joke. There's nothing to it, life at the traveling show. There's nothing to it, watching it all unfold.
So I was actually in New York in 1999, and I was playing with several. Actually, I used to play in a bunch of Christian rock bands, believe it or not, but we weren't actually Christian rock, if you will, because I went to high school in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Went to a Christian private high school, went through that whole thing, was never really vibing on that scene. But I went to New York because I was a freelance writer for this celebrity memorabilia magazine called The Autograph Report. But I really wanted to start an indie rock band, and I was really rather fascinated with the folk rock, indie rock movement that was totally different in the early 2000s. And I wanted that classic name where it almost had this like late 60s vibe to it. And I saw this Book of Sailors poem in a flea market in Brooklyn, actually. And I kind of just like rifled through it briefly, and I saw a poem called The Arrogant Sea. And in that moment, I was just like, all right, well, when I start a band, it's going to be called Matthew and the Arrogant Sea.
Barefoot on the kitchen floor, I make my way down the steps. Don't think I've not noticed the distance between your rattlesnake breath. I am not some challenger to keep you from your goals. With adolescent apple steps, you'll make your way back home. In monumental storm segments, watch it all
Technically, our last release was a record called You Can't Tame a Wild Rabbit. It was recorded in Denton, Texas, my hometown, my drummer's hometown as well, with a giant cast of individuals all over the place. And over the span of about a year and a half, we recorded that record. And shortly after that, I took a hiatus, and that's when I met these fine gentlemen. And we came back with a little single EP called Black Dresses, which we are all very proud of, was very well received, and we're really grateful for all the people that believe in what we do and continue to do. The next record is called The Glooms, Part 1. There will be a Part 2 at some point, I think, maybe, depending.
We're hoping.
We're hoping. And we're hoping to have it released probably this fall, I would think.
We've got a little bit more recording to do, and then we're going to try to get mixed in July. We get it out fourth quarter. I'm talking like it's a business thing. Fourth quarter 2007. No, 2017.
Yeah.
It's our back catalog.
Yeah.
This is the reissue.
Yeah. Would you like to say something about this new record, Alex?
Alex has something
man,
to say.
there are so many cool guest appearances. We're bringing in a lot of friends.
And we generally do that. Matthew Narragansett, as I said, has always been a collective. It's almost always a completely different show with a revolving cast of people. Everything from clarinet, which we have been humbled to have people like Brent Buemi, who is from the DSO and the Irving...
Las Colinas Orchestra.
The Las Colinas Orchestra. Symphony. And he is absolutely, without a doubt, amazing. And on the record, we also have people like Michael Ragsdale, who's lended his hand in trumpet, and Jesse Chandler, who plays in Mercury Rev, and Midlake, who's lended some flutes on the record. And the list just goes on, and we're very grateful for that and very excited to share.
Been broke for years, singing my own gospel songs. I caught a ride with a cosmonaut, but until you bled me dry, I used to never cry. Whoa, until you bled me dry, I used to never cry. I'd rather die than stand still, baby, all our lives. Take every risk at every turn, burning up bridges, yeah, just to learn. Take every risk at every turn, burning up bridges, yeah, just to learn. I'd rather die. I'd rather die than stand still all of our lives. You're such a big shot, so go right ahead, shoot me that fake smile. My heart is bigger than yours. Go right ahead, shoot me that fake smile. My heart is bigger than yours. But when you die, my words will live on. I'd rather die. Said I, said I, said I, said I, said I, said I.